Woo, that was quick. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right then. All right. My 20 got in here real fast. Good morning. Good morning and a good morning. It's been a long weekend. How y'all? Long, tiresome, slow, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I slept hard that one day. Was it Sunday? Anyway. Was this? Oh, Saturday. I didn't even go to my baby soccer game. Well, y'all know that because I came on live. Let's get it popping and then let's get it popping and then listen, y'all. If everybody knows what's going on, we're gonna talk about the IBS, of course, because basically it is what it is. That's what's going on. Of course, it's the GFTV Jay Wilson situation. So I'm looking at comments, I'm looking at what's going on, and let me tell you, my ops that was in the comments, so everybody that was watching to discuss this. Yes, Bless is going to come on and talk about it. You're absolutely right. Oh, Bless Bucket's going to come on and talk about this. Well, then why shouldn't I? Okay, what is barbecue? I was putting my leftover dinner from last night on the plate. I thought I got some barbecue sauce on me. But anyway, let me speak before I get started. To a few people, Tanya McNeil, Sammy Dizzle, thank you. Thank you. Still Shady, Naturally Buttered, Cheryl, Anthony, Miss Gerald, and everybody that's in the sky. I can get to you right now. We'll be speaking periodically through my live this morning. Okay, so let me start with the GX. Okay, so GX came on and he so-called, what they said, doxed Jay Wilson. We all know that. So, okay. Now, the problem is, do we believe it or don't we believe it? But let me start right here. Normally, whenever somebody come on and say anything about me and certain other ones, Jay Wilson jumps on it. Whether he fact check it or not, he get all giddy because he want to hear something negative about us. Now, I've been doing this with him since he entered into the beef sector. So it's with me right now, to tell the truth about it, it's not about if I believe something or don't believe something. However, there is some things I do want to know. Now, everybody was talking about 1986 yesterday, but this morning when GX was doing his live, he didn't mention, well, when I got there, I didn't even say nothing about getting married in 1986 because we know that's impossible. He was a child at that age. But I thought it could be probable if it was in 93 or 95 or whatever, he was a grown man, because when we first started watching Jay Wilson, he was saying something about his choir had dispersed. He had a home he was using for Air A and B. Renting our rooms, to afford the house, which he's not talking about that no more when he started beating for corn, and got with his boot. That's the only thing we ever knew about his house, is that he used for A, Airbnb, and then he went to the auction and bought some old hotel furniture. You know how they use it for a year and remodel? That's the only thing we ever knew about his house. And then it started coming to where the choir owned the house. So I'm just telling y'all what I knew about Jay Wilson. And then the rumor went around that he got kicked out of his church from being behind the pew sucking peen. Now, if y'all look at some of me and Tracy older videos, y'all gonna get some of that old history. I'm just giving this history because what GFTV was always talking about, I had never ever heard. And during that time when the mass train was going on, we had Chopper on there, which knew how to dox any and everything. Okay? And it got put out there. So to me, I'm saying, no, look like we would have found out about that way back then. So if that's the case, the best doxer on here couldn't find it back then. So that's another reason why everybody was puzzled and said, no, they would have found that back then if they was on the street. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. So it ain't got nothing to rather me believing it or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm mostly talking about it because I'm doing what he's doing. But some of the stuff is questionable. It really is, because the church he was brought up in, a Holy Ghost church, a sanctified church, a church of God in Christ, whatever you may want to call it, frowned down on the lifestyle that he has. And I was wondering back then, was he hiding his lifestyle, and flirting with women to throw everybody off? Because I remember making a joke back then, oh, he flirted with women because to get to their husband. But that was just a drag, because he was dragging me too at the time. I don't know, but that was the going thing back then a couple years ago. So let's go ahead and fast forward. I just want to let y'all know the only thing I know about Jay Wilson. He liked to come on and be petty, look down on others, talk about what he got and who ain't got this. Oh, they live in the park there, the whole 9 yards. And he just, so of course everybody gonna jump on this. Of course everybody, but the 86, no, I don't believe that. But it's possible he could have been married back then. We don't know. And then got a normal in 30 days. Because I didn't want to believe none of it, because we never heard him. And I was sitting on the panel with the best back then. I really was. Everybody know Chopper. Everybody know that. So anyway, he also brought up the bankruptcies. And if none of this is true, well then, we got to think, well, he never had a past at all, because the only perfect person I ever known was Jesus. See, we all got a past, but the way Jay Wilson come on here, ain't nothing ever happened. And rather he got caught a knot. Something went on back then. Okay, and I just got to say that, because everybody think, well, he do got a past, but he disputed all of that last night on his live, which I can't really say it's true or it's not true. But this morning, when GFTV was showing where they got the information from, you can't. He said he didn't clip and paste any court documents, and he showed us all of that. But the name came into question, the Woodruff name. Now we all know his name wasn't really Jay Wilson for real. We all know that already. Now, Jay Wilson said last night he knows some other Wilcoxes, and if he docks one of them, he gonna have to alert them. And then I'm thinking, which GF said this morning, whether it's his daddy or not, it got something to do with Jay Wilson. Because there's no way he could have falsified what he was showing us this morning. He did it on live. In time for us to go through it with him again, because he said he didn't like how everybody was saying that he cut, paste, and clip this information that he got. And he's not a liar, and he don't want to be known as a liar. Okay, so I'm in the middle. I'm still kind of confused about some of this stuff. Because Jay Wilson also, when he first came on, like I said, he told us about he used to date women. And I think he did. I think he was undercover back then, because he never wanted to come out. But he said he lived his life out, and everybody in the town knew. But I don't believe in that church. And when he was co-founder of the choir, whatever, that they accepted that lifestyle. And the Church of God of Christ, a Kojic church. Y'all know how them Kojic churches are. So even when he came on to the beef sector, because nobody was watching him back then, when he was selling his books he wrote, doing Bible study, whatever he was doing, nobody used to watch him. And I believe he was desperate, to make some income. And he stumbled up on this sector. And when he first came on, we all know how he catfished Kaya and everybody, Kaya and Michelle, T.S. Madison, Josh. And then he started off trying to drag T.S. and Madison for a weight. But immediately the gay community jumped on that and he backstroked all the way. And he has planned the whole 9 yards. So that's all we ever knew about Jay Wilson. And then Timothy Blaine and Duchess Kelly used to pick up their name when they jump in and promote them. Oh, we got the content creators in there, you know, put it the crowd chasing. That's what he did. I ain't mad at him. Everybody built their way in some kind of way, you know, it built up their channel. Then there's the Larry Nelson thing. You know, one step after another. Now we get to this. Something that we never, ever heard before. Because that's the case, don't you think the Beef Secular would have found that? But GFTV found it, so I'm not calling him no liar either. I'm saying it's questionable now from what I saw last night and this morning. Now, maybe some of it's him, some of it's not. I don't really know. My thing is, Jay Wilson, you so anxious to jump on anything like Kimmy. No, you know, that was her business. We don't know what went on in that, the backstory of that. Like when Pam, what's that lady name? That stabbed me in the back. Pat Nicholson, to hang over there, Stanky Baby House, called herself #1 caller, first lady, whatever she is over there. But he had her on an interview to discuss me. He believed all that. So why shouldn't I believe some of this? Okay? How come I can't believe and talk about some of this? Oh, husband in a wheelchair, changed his diaper. Oh, she on drugs. Oh, she got hip replacement. You know, he come on saying the most about anything that he hear about anybody. So of course, I'm going to talk about it. So your guys that was in his chat and everybody in his chat, you right, but that's why I was waiting till Monday morning to come talk about it and do my weekend review. Now, the only thing gonna shut this down that I want to see is a mug shot. We saw all of the paperwork. Where is the mug shot? Because I do believe something happened back there. I do. I never believed 1986 married at 16. But it's questionable. The man didn't lie. He just got to showing us all this paperwork of where he got the information from. So that don't make him telling a lie. But people keep on talking about, well, that ain't his name. His name is Woodrow. Well, then maybe it's his daddy's name. I don't know. I just know. I just got to watching GFTV and he just got to showing us where he got all that from and why he takes that. Now, another thing, strange, Jay Wilson never disputed the filing of the bankruptcies. He never disputed none of that. He only talked about the married party, kept talking about 1986. Well, I want to talk about 1993 and 1995. Did you not have a record? Because I can't believe everybody's perfect. I am not perfect. I told y'all I did some things in my life, and I really don't give a damn about somebody digging up 10, 15, 20, 30 years of me, because I done lived my life and did my career, and ain't nothing y'all can make me lose. You know, people like the dots. And for humiliate me in front of who? My friends, my family, my followers? That ain't gonna work either. But Jay Wilson loves to jump and stuff when something come on, because he really thought that was humiliating Kim. No, Kim talked to him like a woman still after all of that. So now we find out something about Jay Wilson. You know, you got people that believe, you got people that don't believe it. And like I said, I'm in the middle. Some of it I do believe. I don't believe 1986, but some of it I do believe. Because he didn't even want to come out when he first came over here. Why did catfished him and made him come out, and he still didn't come out? He came on telling me, hello, I'm Jay Wilson, and I'm bisexual, and I'm a top. Was it necessary to tell us you're a top? He wanted to convince us that and I don't care how the man, what he do in his bedroom, where he has sex. So I thought that right there was suspect. And he said, hello, I'm Jay Wilson, I'm bisexual, and I'm a top. And the only reason why he did it, because he thought he was talking to somebody else that wanted to hook up with him. He told the other person, bring the lube. So bottom line, the only thing we ever knew about that house was he rented it as an Airbnb in order to pay the bills. I ain't hear nobody talk about that no more either. But like I said, to put a cap on all this, we need to see the mugshot now. I'm waiting to see the mugshot. And that'll tell everything. Is it him or is it not? It's got to be a mugshot along with this record. Because when anything happens, you're going to get fingerprinted. You're going to have a mugshot. But like I say, GSTV did not lie. Y'all need to go watch what he did. Saw this morning. I just left from over there. I got there late, but I saw it. So Jay Wilson, did you not file that many bankruptcies? I don't care about the Tracy part. We already know everything about Tracy. And that's neither here nor there. And this big guy, he came over here one time. Vic, I don't know, you ain't no shade to you. I hope you don't take it a shade. But do you make it a habit of running on everybody's panel whenever a GF, the TV name come up? That's what it seems like to me. You know, and that's neither here or there. That ain't got nothing to do with this. Let me look at my thing now and start speaking, because when I'm talking, I can't get distracted. So let me speak. Anthony Smith, Bill Nelson J, good morning. SC, good morning. Samuel Ditz, I already spoke to you, girl. Stacy, hey, good morning, Grown Folks TV. I think some of that is questionable and some of that is true. Whether you talked about the daddy or him, it got something to do with them Wilcox, and they might be cousins. I don't know. All I know is that wait a minute. All I know is Jay Wilson is hiding something, and I don't know what he's hiding, because I don't believe nobody's that perfect. I mean, if you every time somebody come over here and say something about us, hold on. Okay. Let me just. Now, all of that, like that, and I'm not even being giddy and throwing it in the ground. I just want to hear you answer to all the other stuff. Okay, you say you wasn't married, but it was possible you got it annulled. I used to say because you talking about, oh, I messed with women before. Oh, yeah, I used to mess with women. Well, if you did, I feel like it was a friend, Jay Wilson, because you don't like women. You like men, and ain't nothing wrong with it. But I'm just speaking only because this is what's going on the whole weekend. And I got a question, because I'm going to drop my link, because I want somebody to give me their opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? Some of it is questionable. It really is. Good morning, the Black Daily News. How does one go from teaching the Bible to belittling and laughing at people? Sounds like a reprobate mind. That's what I'm saying. That's all he ever did. And so me and him have like this dragging relationship. You know, that's just our relationship from day one when he first came on here cloud chasing. Cloud chasing T.S. Madison and Cayenne, ATL and Josh. That's how I found him, because their name were in the title. And I thought it was one of them talking. It turned out to be him. Immediately, me and him to get along, because I saw him preaching and dragging people at the same time. And I thought that was so disrespectful at the time. What do you mean you can't believe what I'm saying? I'm saying it's questionable. It really is. I don't believe in 1986. He didn't say nothing about the bankruptcy. He's talking about the marriage part. He could have been married. But I could have sworn Jeff TV was saying something about 1995, 2015. Now, I don't know if he got married in 1995, but the 2015 kind of messed me up a little bit, though, because that's when I went over there. That's when I first saw him trying to sell his books, when he was doing his church thing before he came over here. So, like I say, to put a cap on this, we need a mugshot. Yeah, eventually the truth will come out. We're going to jail. Yeah, like I said, and I'm being truthful. I'm jumping on this because of the way he jumped on everything that people say about us and laugh about us, talk about our looks. Jay Wilson, don't talk about no way nobody look with your diabetic stomach. He always want to worry about my teeth. What if I got partial denture, screw in, whatever the hell I got, I paid for it. He want to talk about my wigs. I paid for them. You always got something to talk about, somebody physical looks. But oh boy, he stood up there, he got that burnt the butt and that big old big belly left the grits. Y'all know how he used to come on here every morning eating a great big old bowl of grits and butter and cheese. Boy, you better watch that. Troy Allen, Beef in 313, gave him some good advice. He wasn't dragging him or anything like that. He really was giving him some advice. All that fat Jay Wilson, your belly and sitting up on your chest, that's not good. Now, I don't care how you're going to come on here and drag me today. You've been doing it for almost 2.5 years. I don't care. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Okay? Let you know. Eat some, go to vegetable. Do a Daniel fast. You into the Bible. You know what a Daniel fast is. You better do something about that diabetical belly. And stop talking about it. Everybody looks. You said you always have struggled with your weight. And I'm not fat shaming you. I'm just saying the audacity of you to come on here to fat shame all these women, these full figure women, and you stand up, you looking like that. Are you depressed? Did Boo leave you? How'd you get all that weight? Huh? Wow. Don't use blessed as excuse for your excuse for good morning, Nikki below, Manny. Hey, fat girl, Suki. Oh yeah, he named that Ernest. He tried to grow some hair with some rice water, y'all. I thought it was cotton. Cotton fur. Yeah, he named it Ernest. And then looking at his pictures, that's Photoshop while he's standing in front of the quiet. It's clear it's Photoshop. Looking at that picture, you were younger then. I don't know, your late 30s or early 40s. You must have been bald all your life. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, just subscriber. Good morning, fantastic. He must have been bald all his life and he's been self-conscious. Now, this ain't supposed to be no drag. I just said what I know about him. All I know is what he came on here saying about the house, A, Air, and B. Now, the rumor was the choir owned the house with him. The new rumor is, I think Jeff TV was saying he had the house and him and his wife was together. I don't know. You know, like I said, that's still, you know, I don't know. I'm in the middle of that now because something went on. I don't know what. But we saw in real time where they got the receipts from. So Jay Wilson, I need you to come back on and speak on that too. Not just drag me like you finna do, but speak on that too. I think Jay Wilson needs to stop eating pound cakes and smothered pork chop if he's serious about losing weight. And he always had a weight problem ever since we first met him here over there in the beef sector. And he had the nerve to try to talk about T.S. Madison in the beginning until the community jumped on it. So, oh no, back up. You ain't talking about T.S. Madison. Y'all, it's all in my videos I did about 2 years ago now. It's a lot of videos up when we was talking about that back then. Like, good morning, life is good. Just look in the mirror. So for those of you, oh, but that says she believed that. We know she gonna believe everything. Y'all believe some of it. Of course I do. Of course I believe some of it. Just like he believed everything about us. I knew sooner or later something was going to come out about you. Now, I've probably been docked 50 million times, but I'm an old lady. Why should I care? I mean, it ain't going to stop nothing. It ain't going to turn back the hands of time and start nothing all over again with me. I've been with my husband 40 years, and it is what it is. Okay? And it is. So I don't care what none of y'all texting me and sending me. It doesn't matter. Collard greens and brown. Oh, Lord. You remember that story, Hey Fat Girl? Jay Wilson came on here cooking some greens out the can with some brown sugar. Oh, Lord, let me tell you. Everything fattening. Everything. He couldn't just get the greens out the can and heat them up. He put some sugar and some fat back and everything. With them greens out the can. Good morning, Bubbles. Not the way he did it. I put about a tablespoon of sugar in my collard greens or whatever to knock the bitterness off or whatever, even in my beans to knock the acidity out so you won't have gas. But the way he poured that sugar in the green and brown sugar, no, not like that. No. Good morning, Smooth Tennessee Whiskey. So I'm going to drop my link because I would like to hear people's other opinion. If y'all think I'm wrong, y'all can say it. But I mean, I'm just saying, I do believe some of the stuff. I really do. And I really need him to say that's not him on those bankruptcies. Because it was, an issue about how he's in that house that he keep bragging about. And he said when he first came home and he got fired from that choir and it dispersed or whatever, he was driving Ubers and everything, and then he started beeping for a coin. And I believe that's what he's doing now, because he said he got a job, but wow, he on here 3-4 times a day. I'm not even working. I can't come on here but one time a day. I got a life. Well, some of it is, Rodney. Yeah, he's very rude. Very rude. I mean, he think he better than everybody. He talked down on everybody. And so that picture, that Photoshopped in front of that choir, they did a bad job because they got your head too big for that little body. Tell whoever did that, change that picture if you can. Let's put this link here, y'all. Been almost half my time. Good morning, Still Shady. He needs to stop using the gym, being closed, dude. He used to go there all the time, he said, to lose weight. But when he found Boo, he stopped going. But they say he was going there through the middle of the night, allegedly, to find somebody, because that's when the guys go there to try to hook up with somebody. So I don't know. I don't believe in 1986. The bankruptcy, I believe that because he showed us what he found. He did show us the marriage and stuff again. But I don't know if that's him, his daddy, cousin, or whatever. But all I know is Jay Wilson did say he knows it's about 3 families of Wilcoxes. He did say that. So evidently he knows something. Yeah, he got mad because she wouldn't go get that plate of greens with that brown sugar, and she didn't want that food. He held that food for 3 days. He really thought that she gonna come get that food in 3 days. He really did. He got mad at her because of that. Tracy made a lot of videos back then too, as well as me, about Jay Wilson. So all y'all gotta do, oh no, them channels gone. I'm finna say all y'all gotta do, look at the archives. Well, I think I got some titles with his name in there if y'all want to hear some of the stuff that I used to talk about, because I feel like we had this, I don't even know how to put men in a relationship, because I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't really hate the man, but we just been dragging each other. That's the kind of rapport we got ever since then. Some of us fine, some of us not. But he started going below the belt first with me. He the one started getting ratchet first with me. Now, I don't know what made him think I would come over here and talk about it. So you're right. So all of my little trolls and haters, I don't care about, oh, bless Don, bless Father. We know you can believe it. Yes, I believe some of it. Yes, I do. I never believed the marriage part. It probably was a mistake. I never believed that 1986 marriage. No. And there's some people thinking, no, I don't believe Jay Wilson with a woman, but he did say he used to date women. So that's what's making me think it could be. He did say that when he first started watching. He said he used to date women, but gay men date women. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Bisexual men date women. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But they really be. But if that was true, and he got annulled in 30 days, that's not what he really wanted. So whether it's his family, I don't know. His granddaddy, dad, I don't know. But I know it's got something to do with him, period. Whether it's him, whether it's his family member, I don't know. All I know is the man didn't lie about where he got the receipts from. He just got to showing it to all of us. Anybody want to talk about it, we can. Good morning, Purple Peach. And then guess what, y'all? He started deflecting and tried to blame it on Kimmy and Brianna. They had absolutely nothing to do with this. For some reason now, when everything something come up, he blames it on Brianna. All because she's feeling like me. Something is suspect. Okay? He think Brianna mad because when she let him know you're not my father, because he was trying to tell her something, what to do or whatever. After he called her up that day, on his panel, and then did that to her. So Brianna ain't got nothing to do with that. Kimmy ain't got nothing to do with that. He started neglecting the conversation from Nat and his chat that night before Vic got on there last night and started talking about Brianna and Kimmy. He always got a deflection. Jay Wilson has said that women are annoying, and I highly doubt that. Well, he probably felt that way, and when he got married, he even got the anointment. That's why he got it. Like I said, if that was him for sure, it's because it was a front for the church because they did not accept his lifestyle. That's why he said he's in an all-inclusive church. That's why right now to this day he talked down on churches. Anytime he talked about any pastor, it's always something negative because they wouldn't accept his lifestyle. And I remember when he was adamant not being a pastor. And then he came in one time talking about in 3 months, y'all, in 3 months, I'll go be a pastor. He came back in 2 months talking about, well, now I'm a pastor. He went online and got a degree to be a pastor. Now, when I was growing up, people didn't go to church to be a pastor. In my day coming up, in my parents' day coming up, God taught them. They got the spirit in the church. They studied on their own. But he said he went to school to be a pastor. No, you got to have the spirit in you. And any of us can go to school. But but that's you ain't got the spirit in you. How could you be a pastor? You know, you got to be ordained by God to be a pastor. I don't understand this going to school. Maybe I'm old fashioned. And then once you finish school, you're a pastor. No, that's a teacher. You're teaching. But your teaching is against the church. For what I've seen, pastor. And that's why people don't take you serious, because you be on here beefing more than you do preaching the word. And I used to say in my old videos, I wish you would just tell the people that's really hungry for Christ, go find y'all Holy Spirit-filled church, because you're not getting what you need on here. These people don't know nothing about no prayer cloth, really a prayer shawl. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about no towel and nothing to throw across your head. See, you're not teaching that. You know, prayer cloths. You know, they got to read up on that and learn about that. And I remember when I first joined my church, we had a class for everything. We even had a class about the prayer cloth. Okay. Now we're gonna read what a prayer cloth is. Prayer cloth, because he's over there misleading the people. Hold on a minute. Okay, now, among the Methodists and Pentecostals, if a Christian is suffering from an illness and is not present during a church service, prayer cloth is consecrated through prayer and then taken to the sick individual. And yeah, they would pray over it and put the shawl or the thing even in the church. You know what I'm saying? How I think you mocking God even with them towels over there. And the people joking, oh, they need a towel. You know, you wrap it around yourself. It's the covering of your head, and you pray. A lot of those people don't even know how to pray. So they have prayer blankets, prayer cloths, and everything. And when people get in the spirit in the church and they lay it out on the floor, they go put the sheets over them, but they all that is prayed over, just like blessed oil, blessed water. I got somebody called me holy water walkers, but it wasn't water. I was playing, throwing in my computer. It was holy oil. It was blessed oil, by the way. But anyway, that's not a joke. I'm about to roast and gag and don't like any of the doctrine. It should be just that. Yeah, I am too, Purple Peach, but it has gotten dark over here. This seems to be what people do. If you guys are roasting, whatever. If you get one up on somebody, then they run to dox you. I never been for the doctrine. I don't know how. I ain't got the patience. Ain't gonna pay no money. Look at nothing. Don't give a damn about what somebody did 20, 30, 40 years ago. I really don't. Prayer cloths. Now, Vivian claimed to be a woman in the church, a Christian. I guess her family is too, but so she should know better. Some pastors do go to a seminary to get that. Yeah, they do these days. But I'm talking about me. My days coming up, especially black folks, I hate to say it, they didn't go to seminars and pay to go to school and go to college to learn God. They learned in the church and with the Bible study and the Sunday school and then the conventions was the teaching. And the rest was done by God, the Spirit. And anybody that's in the church know what I mean by the Spirit, when the Spirit come upon you. So that's why I still don't understand. Well, you go to church now, you're a pastor, but that's just me. Oh, that's just me. Good morning. Anybody didn't speak to? I'm trying to get there. Now, do anybody want to come on and discuss this situation? If not, how much more time I got? Oh, so y'all, that's about the only thing was going on over this weekend. And it's not a Jay Wilson bash, it's my opinion. And yes, I do believe it could have been possible in his early years, dating girls like he said he was. It could have been possible. Because I'm quite sure a lot of us have known men that got married and decided they didn't want to be with women. And got what they wanted to do. Come on now. Right, bless people praying for info. Is it that serious? Please hit the like. Is it that serious? But I just guess this is what? Is this the first time Jay Wilson really been so-called doxxed? Not really. Now let's recall why he did dox him. Because y'all remember when he was selling prep, and he said he had to go to those gay sites. And what's the name of that the sound went off when he was on the live, and we found out that's how he was. What was the name of that thing when that sound went off? What's the name? Because I can't keep up with that, because I don't know nothing about it until he did it. But he said the reason why he was subscribed to those sites was because he was selling prep. What was the name of that? I know somebody here remember that. No, that's if he got married in 1996. We don't believe that one. That couldn't have been. Yeah, the name of the thing was Jack. The Jack sound went off. And that's how we found out he was on Jack looking for men. But he said his job required him to go to Jack. He was selling prep. Then somebody went ahead and doxed that and found out that's a lie. You don't go to Jack, didn't send him to that. It was Jack and a couple more that he was subscribed to. Oh Lord, I need to find one of my old videos if I get time and put it on my community board so y'all can hear us talking about it back then. Now, I don't go by nothing Sean Bradley say. A lot of us over here don't roll with him, but he got his followers. That's cool too. So I don't care nothing about what he said. Nothing like that. I'm going because I heard the lady on the panel was talking about, did y'all listen to Sean Bradley? Did y'all hear it? Said we don't pay attention to him because he just lie about everything anyway. But like I say, what would put a cap in this now? What we need is a mug shot. And that'll tell the whole story. So if he ever got arrested, he got fingerprints in the mug shot. Yeah, why they ate his butt up? Because why do you want him to come out the closet and stop talking about I'm bisexual, I'm straight and bisexual? He hit it for, oh, Tracy knows the truth. Because he showed a picture to Tracy of him, with his partner, a friend, or whatever back then. So, of course, all of this I'm saying is going to come back up. Just like he bring old stuff back up whenever somebody says something about us. So my truth is right now, I'm talking about it because this is what he do. Do y'all realize if this was me or some other ones of us that rolled together, he would have been on 3 or 4 times in one day talking about it. Oh, he'd have been so happy and giddy because he already, like I said, every day. You know what? Every day that man mentioned my name. Even last night, oh, I got the blessed walking spirit. He just, obsessed over me. It is what it is. So if that's the kind of rapport we have, is to drag each other, but I don't hate him. And, so it is what it is. That's what we do. Now, do any of y'all believe any of this or some of it or all of it? Because like I said, I'm inclined to believe some of it for real. Only what really made my mind up that some of it is true was this morning when GFX-TV was showing, GFTV was showing the receipts of where he got that from, because everybody was saying that they cut and paste. No, they did not. And how you can't, that was the county. No, you can't do that. How you gonna do that? As sensational as the being married story is, I think Jay Wilson could care less. He's more embarrassed by the way. I know that way. And you see how, and he always got a way to clean up something about himself. Rhonda McGee said, I do believe. She said, I do believe some of it. I do too. I really do. No, see, you got to go watch GFTV this morning, Bubbles, when he's showing you the receipts again and why he's saying that and where he got it from. We already know he didn't get married in 10th grade in 1986. We already know that. That might have been his daddy's stuff or one of the other Wilcoxes. I don't know. But like I said, he didn't come on and say nothing about the bankruptcies. And he could have been with a woman. I don't know that for sure. But I'm just still kind of confused about it, for real. But I'm going to talk about it because he's going to be on talking about me again today. Believe that. That's what he do. That man been talking about it for 2 years. Good morning, soap and wash, or longer. No, it's too late for a waist trainer. They ain't got no waist trainer that big to go around that building. You must didn't see it. You must didn't see that. He's sitting down with all that weight, stomach sitting in his lap, all the way up to his chest, and fat shaming everybody. That's the problem of TikTok. And that's what made me confused about it too, because I don't think his name is Woodrow, is it? I thought it's James Wilcox Jr., but he did show a receipt with the James Wilcox Jr. on some of it. So maybe it's 2 people. I don't know. He could have. Yeah, Purple Peach, you didn't see his stomach? Do they make them that big? Do they make waist trainers that big? And then he got the long, skinny arm, like a particular drunk on here, and the big old belly and the big old Bertha butt. Oh, you built bad, Jay Wilson. It ain't just the way, baby. You built bad. I hate to say it. Oh my God. I ain't never. You built bad. That's the best I could put it. Oh, Lord. You need to go to the gym, get you some arms. You really do. You just, Jay Wilson, I just don't know what to say. The way you come on here talking about everybody looks. So don't worry about my wigs and my teeth. Worry about your weight. Don't worry about my husband, because I ain't never came on here and told nobody nothing about my husband. So if they don't know something about you, they're gonna lie. It is what it is. So let somebody come on today and say something about me, gonna jump on it. Then I got, what, 3 more trolls? Oh boy, mention my name, they jump on that pounder. There they go. 2 of them are women. Only one of them got a pound on, the other 2 don't. And that's what they do. Yeah, y'all bite that link. If anybody want to give opinion on this, don't be scared, Jay. We'll can't do nothing, y'all. Don't be scared. Anybody got opinion? Because I want to hear somebody else's opinion too. For those of you that wasn't around. Good morning, Cheryl Brown. Good morning, Teacher Tricia. I don't agree with Dawson in any form to make matters worse. The information reported was for a different person. Shaking my head. That's what I said. But I'm confused. But this morning, I don't know, T. Tricia. If you saw this morning, I think that bankruptcy and some of that stuff, he never disputed that. Never. And none of us care for the doxing. None of us. Just like we don't care for certain things what people have been doing with children. But the point is, we're going to talk about what's going on right now. And just like he would, because I came on saying, basically, I'm doing what I know he would do. He jumped on here right away with something about me. So like I said, I do believe some of that. And I never believed in 1986 marriage. However, he could have liked the women in his young days. I don't know. Yeah, so, and a lot of people, don't want to believe in somebody because it's a doxing situation. But I'm only giving my commentary on it. He said he never filed for bankruptcy. Okay. Well, I said whatever he said about me never happened to me, and he's still putting it out there. Kimmy said that didn't happen to her, what he was so giddy about the other day, and he still came on and made something right away about it. So that goes both ways. Could have been LBGTIA TV. That go both ways. You know what I'm saying? You came on here saying stuff about me. So I don't know. Good morning, Clyde's extended holiday. Good morning, Bless. You may have missed it, but Jay Wilson disputed. You ever did? I must have missed it. But I disputed stuff that he said about me, and what he do. He's still talking about it right now to this day. Kimmy just disputed what he was trying to say about her the other day, not knowing all the facts, but she ain't come on here, got to explain nothing to nobody. He's still talking about it. So I'm going to keep talking about it too, whether he disputed it or not. It is what it is. I'm telling y'all that's my opinion. But like I say, he could have, because in other words, he ain't never ever had nothing going in his life. He's perfect. He's the only one in the B sector I know ain't never had absolutely nothing going in his life. Absolutely nothing. Okay? I agree, Miss Bless, talk about it because he would exactly still shady. I disputed what he said about me, and he's still talking about him and others. Yeah, he been on here calling her crusty feet and talking about her and her husband when they said they was going to bushwashing. He said some deplorable things about that, about Deanna. He's still talking about it. Deanna disputed that wasn't the truth, what he was saying about them, but he's still talking about it. So I don't care how much he disputes something, I'm going to talk about it. Well, that's true. I have family members, they never had none because they never got caught doing something. I don't know how he was sneaking around with them church lady and church man. He just never got caught. A lot of people did stuff in their life and never got caught. I don't know if nobody actually been perfect, whether they got caught or not. Ain't nobody on here perfect. I know a lot of people that got and never got caught. No, they ain't got no record, they ain't got nothing. He does TikTok. He talks about everybody's business. Every EVERY body business, BUSINES business. Yes, he does. So you know we're gonna talk about this, and he'll talk about that 172. Look how they did me with that Diddy Loop stuff. How many days did they talk about that? Huh? How many days did he talk about that? He don't fact check nothing. Now, I'm going to talk about that big beer belly, that diabetical stomach, as long as I want to. Because he's still over there worried about what's going on in my home, and I have never discussed none of my private situation with nobody. Never. Now, it is what it is. Good morning, pray. Did I speak to you? No, I didn't. You just come in. Good morning, pray up. It was Paulette. Paulette, girl, you be able to get the tea. I be trying to get it, then I be having to leave. And I like GFTV, y'all. I do watch them. I don't really drop down and talk a lot. But yeah, I be there. The man ain't never done nothing to me. To those of y'all that think that some people shouldn't, that's what they do. That just because they saying stuff don't, what that ain't got nothing to do with their fights. That's what I just told Vic when he came on. I ain't got nothing to do with that because he did come on. I just asked him a question. It seems like that young man jump on everybody's panel if they talk about this man. That's, you know, exactly, Purple Peach. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That picture of Jay Wilson, that suit on Jeff TV video, says a lot about Jay Wilson. Just look at his eyes, creepy and soulless. I don't know if I want to go soulless, but I know, you know, but yeah, it can be creepy sometimes. What are the things that he say? Please hit the, hey, Paulette, please hit the like. If I'm not mistaken, Kimmy is the one who brought these book to you. Yes, she did. And then she came on my panel and she stood in what she said. She said, Bless, I was a little shady towards you because I thought this, I thought that. But when all the truth came out and I didn't make no call, this and that, it is, but you know, we're still cool. We go through things. A lot of people watch me and I watch them. We be having little stuff going on, but we work it out like grown women. Okay, the bottom line is he jumped on something that wasn't true about Kimmy, instead of which she didn't have to explain all the circumstances. Then come Jay Dunn saying something different, which I ain't gonna mention because that's another situation. That's another one we'll jump on stuff, you know. Yes, she did. You must didn't see the fall when she came on my panel. But we've been cool since then, and she said why, and I had to respect that. And we talked. I had to respect it. That's how she felt. Because if she do so, I told her how I felt when she came here as Madison Blue. I told her how I felt. I meant. I sure did. I said some choice words. So it is what it is. Now, thank you. Please tip the host if you like, if you're able. Thank you. I appreciate it if you do. So y'all, I got about 10 more minutes. Yeah, so you know, anytime somebody can do something to come stand in, and I can't do nothing but respect it. And it is what it is. But you know, people was trying to make it into something. But like I said, we got through that. And that's what you do. You talk things. Like she was trying to talk to him. He wouldn't let her. Well, I don't know nothing about her bashing nothing. She might say it a few things, because that's the case. I'd be bashing too some people. I don't know nothing about all that either. And I know that, you know, just some people talking there in my chat that don't like her. Just like people that don't like me be saying the most in any and everybody's chat. Because I don't never have to be there. I don't never have to be somewhere and my name come up. Okay, so it is what it is. So Jay Wilson said he got the best walking spirit because he misspoke like I do. And everybody sometimes, you know, might misspeak and then correct themselves, make a typo, they correct themselves. He do it too, but it's a big deal, you know, when I do it. So, you know, that's what I meant by when I say he makes something out of everything. He really thought I was gonna come talk about this. Yes, I was. But you know, as ZX, I believe some of the stuff, but I'm waiting on a mug shot. I think that'll cap everything off. Well, everybody, oh, I'm looking at my thing. Everybody still talking about that big old fat picture. You're right. Mostly everybody talking about that picture. And it was in real time, y'all, with actual video. It is not photoshopped or anything. That's really Jay Wilson, how he looked for real. I dimly people I don't listen to. 5SB, which is Sean Brady, aka Trout Mouth, and Sir King. I can't stand the fakeness. Whether someone likes someone or not, does that constitute dox? No, it doesn't. And I don't dox. But that's what people do on here, Purple Peach. They get mad if you're in an argument with them. And if you win that argument, instead of them taking the L, they want to dox you. No, I don't agree with that. I don't dox, don't know how, don't want to, and I'm not interested. Except for with somebody like right now, I'm interested in this person, but I'm not. It's not the doxing of it, really, to tell the truth about it, y'all. It's the fact that he run and jump on everything somebody say about us. That's what it is with me. It's the fact that it was me. Y'all can only imagine what he be saying and doing over there right now. It's not that I'm happy about the doxing, like people are thinking and going to think. I'm jumping on this like the way he jump on everything we say, everything we do. That's why. Yeah, all right. I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm not going to read it. Now, if anybody ain't got too much to say, I'll be getting off here in 8 minutes. Let's see what's going on. So, of course, I'm going to come over here and talk about that. Everybody talking about it. Why can't I? Oh, my God. Vanessa J, I agree. I'll just stay out of it completely and go to something comical or more positive. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm telling y'all the truth. I had to jump on it like he jumped on everything about me. He don't care if it's true or not. We don't care. And then gonna try to deflect and put that on Brianna. You can't blame her for everything. She's not. Come on now. She ain't had nothing to do with that. And he knows it. And I think that was just a deflection. He knows that. But, I don't blame Kimmy for, wanting to talk about it. If she wants to talk about it also. You see what he just did to her. I'm dealing people, and then let's do, okay. He was given a second chance. And it's not that you're supporting the lie. I want to know about the bankruptcies. But he supports lies, though, Vanessa J. Just go over there, just say anything in the chat. Somebody about me and watch how you do it. He does. Somebody told him the other day, when I was on live, I think that's Saturday, Bless talking about you. Y'all was here. I ain't really said nothing bad about it. I mentioned some kind of commentary. Then I heard he started talking about me, and I never did go watch. So he don't fact check. Even then, he was inclined to believe whatever somebody ran over there and said in his chat. Hey, So Bob, even then, he did that. And my commentary was Saturday went all about him. Well, Lorraine, it may not be, just like my husband ain't in the wheelchair. Among other things he said. But he talked about it, so I'm like I keep saying, I'm gonna talk about this. What's the matter? My husband still heard me saying that. Yeah, I'm talking about this guy on here that they think they know stuff about you. I don't say nothing about you. Yeah, among other things. So it is what it is. So I'm talking about it. Now, let me, since you don't like me using that word, reiterate. Let me reiterate what I was saying. I believe some stuff I don't. I looked at GFTV this morning. Y'all have to go see how he got the receipts and why he didn't cut and paste anything. I know that part is true. I saw that for myself. No, I don't believe everything he said about Tracy with dragging her was true, but they were feuding. They were dragging each other. I believe the part when we saw in real time how he was driving, he had 5 days, and Tracy D following him to point out where Tracy lived at, but he said he didn't do it. And showing the gas station close by and the low wires and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it don't, but I am though. I'm doing it. To let him see that it works both ways. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So it is what it is. So y'all can say, oh, she only doing it because, yes, I am. So what? And I do believe some of the stuff. Yes, I am. Yes, I do. See, it's the stupid stuff like bankruptcies and other bull. Why? What is stuff? And there's no goal. That's what I'm saying. I guess it's to humiliate. And you're right, Purple Peach. See, it's the stupid stuff like bankruptcy and other bull. Why? What is the ultimate goal? People in here acting like they never struggle. He's the only one act like that, Purple Peach. That's my point. He's never, ever, ever did anything in his life, but he dragged us all. Y'all know how he been doing that. But then we're not supposed to come talk about it? I'm not even interested in Tracy part, and I roll with her too. I like Tracy too. I don't have a dog in that fight either. That's Tracy's in GX fight. Because we already heard everything about Tracy. I'm talking about Jay Woods. We never heard anything about him. And that's why I'm talking about him. There aren't Jay Woods person. Yeah, that is Taylor. Yeah. Yeah, and even, it was wrong. Yeah, I know she did, like I say, and we talked about it like woman to woman. She felt the kind of way, just like I felt the kind of way when she came here to Madison Blue. And that's what it is, and I said some things too. But we talked about it. So, she ain't holding on to it, and I'm not holding on to it. I was dragging Jay Wilson. Bless, he couldn't take it. He can't never take it. He ain't gonna let you talk. So you can be mad, scratch his buddy. Jay Wilson have made hour-long lives about me, y'all. So maybe I am hearing some lies, maybe I'm hearing some truth. I don't know. All I know is I'm speaking on this because he would do the same to me. Of course. No, I'm not gonna do what everybody do. No, that's not true. But this is Jay Wilson, y'all. The one that jumps on everything about us. So, everybody's interested in hearing that. Exactly, Vanessa. Thank you, Sophie Wash. To love. And I ain't got to explain it no further, y'all. Of course, I was going to come on here and talk about it. I've been on here my hour to go. Whoever don't like what I said, oh well. Too bad. I do believe some things. I believe something, whether it's him, his family member, whatever, because he did say if 3 family the Wilcoxes, and he know the Wilcoxes, maybe it could just that might be something close. I don't know if the man ever been married for real or not. If he is, so well. I do know he did come on here when he first came on saying that he did date women. I don't know that for sure. I'm going by what I saw, and I saw some receipts this morning. It is what it is. Now, with that said, I've been on here my hour. I'm finna Big G little go, but I'm waiting to see that mugshot. That would just top everything off. It really would. It's coming though. I know it is because I heard somebody saying something like that. So it is what it is. Can y'all drop the diamonds? Lorraine, I know you one of his followers, baby. I know you're going to keep on saying this and that. But like I keep telling you, everything he's saying about me over there is lies as well. But do he care? Hell no. Do he care about anything he hear about us? Hell no. Okay? No one believes it. That's why the chat is so quiet and I don't like him. I saw you somewhere else doing the most. J1245. I can't quite remember, so I ain't gonna trip. But welcome. Thank you, Lorraine Boykin. Appreciate that, Dan. But yeah, y'all, that's my opinion. Truthfully, I really don't give a damn. But like I said, I'ma jump on stuff in the same way he do. None of that's true what he be saying about me and others. And it is what it is. Okay? He been dragging me for 2 years. Now he be on it today talking about my teeth, my wigs, bite the apple, all kind of dumb stuff. You know how he do it. Yeah, he'll be on here today doing that. Yeah, Miss Philadelphia, and I know I saw you in the chat saying, you don't believe it, but that's up to you. Good morning, King Roman News. Hey, good morning. I'm gonna be on here gossip just like he do. I do believe Jay Wilson is a mean, drunk, and awful cook. I'm gonna be on here just, like what he do. And that's the truth of the matter. I don't know for real if he's married or not, but I'm jumped on it just like he would do. It is what it is. So, okay, let me get my music going. I'm getting ready to go, y'all. Can y'all drop the diamonds? I got things to do this morning. So I'm gonna look for my dragon. We get drugs, my looks, my legs, my teeth, my everything. It's coming because it comes every day. It's predictable. Okay? It's predictable. Yes, it is. Okay. I gotta turn this gadget off. It's predictable. Okay, y'all. We're looking at something. Okay, y'all. Y'all can drop the diamonds. Toulouse. You almost ready? Y'all, my live won't end. Trying to end it. It says something went wrong. Hold on a minute. I can't even end my live. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to. I'm trying to end my live, y'all.